Oh man. Listen, so you all know I drive Uber, right? I had this passenger get in my car and he was a young guy, probably like maybe like 19, 20 years old. He was in my car. He was all like just sad looking, right? I got to talking to him, you know what I'm saying? Trying to make small talk with me. Ask him, you know, we was talking, I asked him a couple questions, whatever. I said, hey sir, can I ask you something? I said, yeah, young blood, go ahead, brother. He said, you ever been through a breakup? I said, yeah, plenty, man. And he said, well, you know, I just got a breakup, man, and his friends went out, and him and his friends went out, and they ran into his ex that he had just broke up with. That they had just broke up that week. She was out with another dude. He was back there like hurt. He was like, yeah, man, we just left an event. She was there with another guy and shit, man. Like, oh, that's why you was back there kind of quiet. He said, yeah, I'm like kind of fucked up. I was like, yeah, dude, women move on faster, dude, than men. After a break, whether it be you broke up with her or she broke up with you or y'all decide to mutually break up, and usually take some time off to kind of like, damn, especially if it's like a long relationship, you'd be like, damn, man, you know what I'm saying? You going through it in your head and stuff. You're not really in a good, you take some time away from dating. Shit, not women. Women be on to the next dude the next day, that night. Shit, in some cases. Which brings me to a story I had, my situation where I learned that shit when I was young, with my friend Rodney. The name has just been changed to protect the innocent. I'm gonna name my homeboy Rodney. This is a true story. I don't want him to feel some kind of way if I put his real name. We're gonna call him Rodney for now. But anyway, the year was had to be, I think it might have been like maybe 97, 98. I can't really remember. I think me and my friends, this had to be probably maybe like 5 of us. We were like 2 cars. I think I was around like 19, 20 years old. You know, me and my friends around the same time. You know, we had just graduated. I think I had just got into college, stuff like that. We were hanging out. You know, this is back when the mall was cracking. This is the late 90s, back when the mall was cracking. We had went to the mall hanging out. It was me, my friend Rodney. It was like 5 or 6 of us. We went to the mall trying to holler at chicks. And you know, that was back when the mall was cracking. So we got to trying to holler at chicks, shopping, you know, eating, you know, at the food court, you know what I'm saying? Hanging out with friends. You know, this is back when the mall was the shit in the late 90s. The Sunday afternoon, and, you know, we had like, damn, man, what y'all want to get into, man? We was at the mall for damn near the whole day. Y'all want to get into? I said, man, nothing, you know, nothing what y'all want to get into. He was like, shit, let's see what time the movie started. Let's see what's at the movies. This is back when you used to have to call movie phone. You didn't have apps and shit back then. One of my friends called movie phone to see what time, you know, see what movies was playing, whatever. Yo, that movie Soul Food had just came out. My friend like, Soul Food just came out this weekend. We said, oh shit, I forgot. Let's go check that out. It was a movie theater not too far from the mall. So we decided to hop over. I think we was like maybe like 2 cars deep. So we hopped in our cars and we head over to the movie theater. Now, let me just give you some backstory. My friend Rodney had just broke up with his girlfriend that Thursday, and we was at the movies on Sunday, just to give y'all some context. So Soul Food had just came out that weekend, and you know, this is back in the 90s when black movies were far and few in between. There's no internet. So when Tyler Perry wasn't really big back then, not yet, you know, at least, still doing stage plays. So a black film that came out, everybody would go to the movies. I mean, everybody, especially that opening weekend. So Soul Food that came out that opening weekend. And so we said, hey, fuck, let's go see what, you know, maybe it'd be some broad, you know, young guys, you know, 19, 20 years old. We always looking for women. There'd be some bras at that, you know, it was Soul Food, you know what I'm saying? That type of shit. They be having a lot of hoes in kind of movie. You know how young dudes are. So we thinking, shit, it's going to be a lot of hoes at this damn movie theater. So we go to the movie theater, you know what I'm saying? It's packed, of course. And the first show sold out, second show sold out. So we was like, damn, man. So we just happened to get in line and we was able to catch the third show. I think it might have been like around maybe 7:30. It was like early evening, late afternoon. So we go get our tickets and stuff. We go and get some popcorn and shit. And my friend Rodney, he was talking the whole time. We was hollering at chicks at the food court. He was, you know, he's a very energetic dude, you know what I'm saying? Just got over, you know, yeah, man, you know, me and my girlfriend broke up Thursday to find me a new wife, da, da, da. He just, you know, out there, you know, it was like, okay, you know what I'm saying, Rodney, okay, he out here, you know, he getting over the breakup. Until this happened. This is why I always say, man, God can be cruel sometimes because the timing was so bad. As we were all about to walk into the theater, right, to get our seats, guess who come walking out? My friend Rodney, ex-girl, who they just broke up that Thursday. I don't know whether she broke up with him or he broke up with her, but they broke up that Thursday. He come walking out holding another dude's hand. Right right as we were about to walk in, it was like it was meant for us to run into each other. Packed theater. If she would have walked out 5 minutes before and went that way, went the other way, we would have never had ran into her. The theater was just that packed. It was open weekend for a black movie in the late 90s. I think my friend Jamor was in the front and my friend Rodney was behind him, and they met and they was coming out. She was holding the dude's hand and their eyes met, but my friend turned his head and she turned, they act like they ain't know each other. But her eyes got big when she saw him because she was holding the dude's hand, walking out, we were going in, and her eyes, she's like, oh, but she just kind of like, and then kind of turned her head and looked down, trying to act like she didn't see him. Their eyes met. Of course, the dude don't know. He don't know. He just walking out with her, holding her hand. Man, we went in that theater. And then my friend that was in front, was the first one to see it. He's like, oh, shit, like that. You know, I was behind my friend Roddy, and to more people, it was like 2 of my other friends behind us. Oh yeah, my friend Kevin was behind us. And he was like, we all saw her because we all knew her. She ain't say nothing to no. She ain't say nothing to none of us. She acted like she didn't even know us. Because she with the new nigga. We were like, oh shit. But to this day, man, I know my friend Rodney do not like fucking soul food. And then, because he could not like that movie to this day. Then I was thinking to myself after that happened, he couldn't have enjoyed that movie. Seeing your ex with another dude 2 days after y'all broke up, it's like surprisingly not thinking you're gonna, because he was all talkative. Went and sat down in that theater. Remember my friend Jamor was like, dude, you good? Good down there? Oh yeah, no, I'm good. I ain't tripping, man, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I got hoes. I ain't tripping off her, man. Shit, you know what I'm saying? We broke up, you know what I'm saying? We both was mutual. They be like, all right, so we watching the movie, and then people, we all kind of just like watching the movie and shit. We watching the movie, and we was like, every so often we just nudging that nigga down there crying. He's like, that nigga down there crying. He crying down there. We was trying to see that nigga, but he would just look at the screen like just, Anyway, this is how we knew it wasn't bothering him. When we left, we all were leaving the theater and we all were talking about the movie and shit, soul food. And yeah, man, seen that chick that Miles fucked? That Miles fucked? Vanessa Williams' cousin? She was fine, the motherfucker. I would have knocked her ass off. We just talking about the movie shit, right? And then Rodney is quiet during the whole time. He ain't saying shit. He is just quiet. I remember because I think I was driving. Yeah, he was quiet the whole time. I remember I was driving and we in the car talking about the movie and shit. Laughing. And homeboy was in the back seat, quiet as a church mouse. And like one of my friends like, dude, you sure you good? Hey man, how many times you gonna keep asking me if I'm good? I'm good, dog. I'm just, hey man, don't get no mad at me. That's when you knew it was bothering him because I guess he was kind of snapping. I'm good. I'm telling y'all I'm good. But you ain't talking. I just don't like talking. I was like, okay. That nigga's in my back seat like this, looking out the window, just like this. I was like, my boy was hurt. My homeboy was hurt. That nigga was back there hurt in that back seat. I remember, and then I was just thinking about me and my friends were talking about this shit too, about when that happened with Rodney. We was talking about this shit. Recently too. He was like, yeah, I was like, yeah. And my friend Kevin was behind me when we saw her walking out with the dude. My friend Kevin was like, you try to talk up under your teeth when you see something like, oh shit. He was behind me. I can hear him in my ear. All behind my ear. He's like, oh shit. She just broke up with this nigga they just broke up Thursday and she already out with another nigga on Sunday. He's like, God damn, these bitches ain't shit. I said, shut up, nigga. The nigga right there, he can hear you. He was like, God, that's fucked up. That shit was so funny. But I was like, but ever since then, my friend Rodney, man, he was, he was a beast ever since. Cause he was really in love with that girl. You know what I'm saying? I don't know whether he broke up with her, she broke up with him, or it was mutual. I don't know, but I know after they broke up, man, my homeboy Rodney was like, man, I'm finna just be a dog. The cool part about it, when he was a dog, it seemed like he got better results from the women that he dealt with since then. And the cool part about it is when he was younger, he was always kind of like a pretty boy, you know what I'm saying, got girls. But this was the first girl that he kind of liked. Like, I think they were together for like 2 years, a year and a half or something like that. After we graduated high school, we were like 19, 20 then. So yeah, This is right after we graduated high school, he was with her. Yeah, but I remember that nigga was, so I was just telling, I said, dude, it happens to all of us, dude. Women move on, dude. We be up here hurting shit. They be like, next nigga. Shit, I know a girl who baby dad, like she was still with her baby daddy. And the night when he died, the night of the funeral, she met a dude and gave him some coochie. I was like, damn, the nigga ain't even in the ground good. You were already banging another dude? Like you just left your baby dad funeral. You already got a nigga between your legs. I was like, these hoes ain't shit. I was like, yeah, they move on, dude. They move on. You know what I'm saying? That shit, you know. Chappelle talked about that. He's like, after a bad breakup, he was like, man, we be walking around like days and be getting hit by buses and shit. We may be moving on. You call her and said after a couple of days, see if you can try to patch things up. Maybe this was Richard Pryor live on the Sunset Strip. You call her like, baby, can we please try to work things out? Like, wait a minute, I'm gonna say, hold on, Tom. What do you want now? Yeah, man. So yeah, man. I just had to tell that young dude, man. It's going. You shit. I was telling him. I said the dude that was in my back seat going back to him. I was like, you shell shocked right now, dude. You went through that shit. That shit probably gonna change him. You just broke up with your girl. You just saw it, and then you saw it with your friends. Cause that happened with me and my friends. My homeboy couldn't lie and say that wasn't her. We all witnessed that. That's one thing you break up with your girl that you got feelings for, and you catch her 2 days later with another dude, but your friends see that with you. We knew that nigga, so now you're embarrassed and hurt. Yeah, so when the homeboy was telling me the story about that, took me back to when I was his age. He was around the same age, 19, 20 years old, the dude I was driving. I said, that's happened. I told him the whole story. I said, that happened to my homeboy Rodney back in the day. I said, that shit changed that dude forever too. I think that changes. I think that happens to a lot of men. You go through bad breakups with women, and suddenly it kind of changes you. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, shout out to Rodney. Anyway, y'all hit the thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel.